You shouldn't even give up. Like, what is that? Like that, if you give up, you certified a loser. If you try, you at least a winner in your book.
I'm Britta Markle, Sea Rider News.
Max Blessed Holloway is one of the most exciting fighters in the history of the UFC. With a career that's been full of highlight reel moments, memorable wars, and a championship reign that solidified him as a true legend of the sport. Today, we're taking a dive into the life and career of Max Holloway, from his humble beginnings in Hawaii to becoming one of the best featherweights in UFC history. Let's get into it. Max Holloway was born on December 4th, 1991 in Honolulu, Hawaii, and raised in Waianae, a place known for its stunning beaches, but also for its struggles with poverty and violence. Growing up, Max faced his own battles, dealing with a rough upbringing and the challenges of living in a tough neighborhood. Holloway grew up in a difficult environment, with both of his parents struggling with drug addiction. While his mother eventually overcame her addiction, his father left the family when Max was around 11 years old. Max first discovered his passion for fighting in Hawaii, beginning kickboxing training at just 15. Incredibly, after only 3 days of practice, he won his first amateur fight. At 18, he made his professional MMA debut against Duke Saragosa, securing a unanimous decision victory. From the start, it was clear he had something special. In 2012, at just 20 years old, Max Holloway made his UFC debut, stepping in as a late replacement for the injured Ricardo Lamas to face Dustin Poirier. Although he lost by submission, the young prospect displayed glimpses of the striking skill and resilience that would later define his career. After his loss to Poirier, Holloway bounced back with 3 consecutive wins, defeating Pat Schilling, Justin Lawrence, and Leonard Garcia. Despite some early losses in his UFC journey, including fights against elite fighters like Conor McGregor and Dennis Bermudez, Max kept improving. He never lost focus. He was learning, adapting, and getting better with each fight. From 2014 onwards, something clicked. Max Holloway went on an incredible 13-fight winning streak. He developed a fan-friendly style, volume striking, incredible cardio, and a toughness that made him nearly impossible to break. Along the way, he took out some of the best names in the division, from Cub Swanson to Charles Oliveira. His TKO victory over Anthony Pettis at UFC 206 earned him the interim featherweight belt, setting up a unification bout with the legendary Jose Aldo. At UFC 212 in Rio de Janeiro, Max Holloway shocked the world by stopping Jose Aldo in the 3rd round, becoming the undisputed UFC featherweight champion. And in their rematch later that year, Holloway proved the first fight was no fluke, stopping Aldo again. Max's championship run wasn't just dominant, it was electric. His striking volume was unmatched, his ability to adapt mid-fight was masterful, and he always brought the fight to his opponents. One of his most iconic performances came against Brian Ortega at UFC 231, where Max put on a striking clinic, breaking records for significant strikes and showing why they call him blessed. Max's time at the top led to an exciting trilogy with Alexander Volkanovski, becoming one of the most talked-about rivalries in featherweight history. In their first fight, Max lost his belt, and although the next 2 fights were extremely close, Volkanovski won by decision. Even though Max didn't get the wins, his performances were impressive, showing off his heart, skill, and toughness, proving he was still one of the best featherweights ever. Despite the losses, Max's reputation only grew. His fight with Calvin Kattar on UFC Fight Island was a reminder of just how dominant he could be. Max set a UFC record by landing 445 significant strikes, putting on a striking clinic and showing everyone that he was still a major force in the division. In 2024, at UFC 300, Max Holloway stepped into one of the biggest fights of his career, a showdown against Justin Gaethje for the BMF title. The fight lived up to the hype, with both warriors going toe-to-toe in an all-out war. In the final round, Max delivered a stunning knockout, stopping Justin Gaethje with just 1 second left in the fight to claim the BMF belt. This win cemented Max's place as one of the toughest and most exciting fighters in UFC history, boosting his hype to an even higher level. Now Holloway is preparing for his next big test, an upcoming featherweight title bout against the undefeated Ilia Topuria. With Topuria's fast rise and Holloway's iconic status, this fight is set to be a classic. Whether Max reclaims his belt or not, his legacy in MMA is already sealed as one of the sport's all-time greats. Outside the octagon, Max Holloway is a devoted father to his son Rush, who he had with his ex-wife Kaimana. In early 2020, Max began dating Hawaiian pro surfer Alessa Quaizon, and the couple married on April 16, 2022. Though he used to stream on Twitch, Max now shares his life through his personal YouTube channel, where he posts videos and connects with fans. Max's humble personality makes him a fan favorite, not just in the octagon, but in real life. He's always giving back to his community and proudly represents Hawaii. Max Holloway's story is far from over. Whether he regains the featherweight belt or continues to put on classic performances, one thing is for sure: the blessed era has left a lasting legacy. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more MMA content. Until next time, stay blessed.